Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin, Barlatt, Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Taquan, we have some amazing guests, plural, in the studio today. We have so much to share with you. I'm going to dive on in. I want for our first guest to introduce herself, first and last name, and the name of the business that we'll be talking about.
We're so excited to be here.
Oh, awesome.
My name is Valorie Albertini, and our business is Albertini International.
Okay, international. We're going to be talking about International Women's Day a little bit later in
yes.
this segment, but it is the day to think
It
internationally, Taquan, about all of our favorite women out there, and we have the perfect products for all of our favorite women. What do you do? Tell me a little bit more about the company.
Well, our company really started with a problem.
Yeah.
My friends, the wild women,
Yeah.
and my skincare clients were all complaining about the same thing.
Yeah.
They had dry, itchy skin. As we were getting a little bit older,
Fair
it got
enough.
even worse.
Yeah.
And they couldn't find a solution to it. Although you think there's tons of things out there, they were looking specifically for two things.
Okay.
One, that it lasted for 24 hours. And
Love
two, that it didn't smell.
Oh, the
Okay.
smell.
And there's fragrance in lots of things, but it's also can be an irritant.
Right.
So they were looking for something that lasted. That was a big deal. People
Right.
put lotion on over and over again, and they were
Yeah.
like, "This is crazy. I want something that works."
Right.
And as my business partner Janice will tell you
Yeah.
later, I'm a bit of a product fuss budget perfectionist.
Fair
about
enough,
things.
fair enough.
Well, let me ask you: don't you want things that work?
I want things that work. I only want things that work.
Of course, it's a
Right.
given, but things don't always.
No.
So when I approached it, I've been
Yeah.
in the beauty industry for about 35 years. I've tested, developed products. I'm
Yeah.
sure there is something in your bathroom that I have either tested a version of or helped develop, seriously.
Fair.
So I got to
Love
lecture
that.
all over the world for years, and when
Yeah.
we've had this problem, I said, I know how to fix this.
Love
So
that.
I went to work.
Yeah.
And that's where our product line really came from,
love that.
was a dry skin problem that my friends had.
Oh, I love this. We always talk about on the show being able to create something that fills a void. And in most cases, those voids are things that we're living with or things that our family and friends are living with. Were you hearing the same? You were hearing the same
I was
story
hearing the
over and
same
over
thing
again.
all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of it happened as we get a little bit older, our
Yeah.
hormones change, our skin starts to change.
Yeah.
Some people are born with very dry skin.
Yeah.
I woke up with it one day and I went, oh, all of a sudden I know what these people are talking about for the very first
Right.
time.
Ah.
So that's where we started working on different things. There's kind of a simple, basic philosophy.
Okay.
I think of as put back what your skin is missing and you'll solve problems.
Put back what your skin is missing.
It
I
is.
love that.
And it's not terribly complicated,
Right.
but it's not, and this isn't, we're not lifting your face.
Yeah,
We're not making
exactly.
crazy promises that you look at the television and go, oh really?
Please. I'm
you know.
pissed. Please. That doesn't live in a bottle.
Right.
Please. Yeah.
I know. So we need to solve problems, though. I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you a little bit about your skin. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
yeah, absolutely. What is this
This.
gorgeous
Okay.
display? Right? Taquan is like, is this a snack? I'm
No,
like,
this-
maybe.
No eating this. Okay. Just to give you an idea of what happens with your skin, we have something that's a barrier function in our skin that holds water. It's called NMF.
Okay.
Okay. And it sits in the upper layer of our skin. So our skin starts out looking like a grape. It's nice and full of water
Yeah.
and plump. And that's way down in our skin.
Right.
That next layer, as it pushes up to exfoliate off, starts to look like a raisin. kind of
that's fine.
squeezes a little of the water
Yeah.
out. Up on this top layer are the cornflakes.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
those cornflakes are what are going to flake off next. Okay?
This is the best analogy I've ever seen.
So this is
so
what your
perfect.
skin looks like. Okay, now, when we're
Right? Makes
20.
sense. Yeah. Seriously. Where
This
am I living in the
process-
grape at 20? Is that where I'm living?
We have
Right.
more grapes. They're a little fluffier. When we're 20, this happens in 28 days, 30
Okay.
days.
Yeah.
As we get a little bit older, mine's probably not coming off for 60.
Oh, my goodness.
This process becomes sluggish and slows down. But that NMF,
Okay.
and what that stands for is natural moisture factor, lives up in this part of our skin, and it's what holds water in our skin.
Wow.
So
I love this.
when we get a little older and we
Yeah.
start to lose our NMF,
Yeah.
that's what's in Divine.
Giving it back.
Putting it back.
Giving it back. I love this. Again, filling that void and the
Yeah.
expertise behind it. I mean, you've seen so many different products,
Oh,
right?
yes.
So many different products.
Quite
You've
a few,
worked on
mind
so
you.
many. And being an expert in this space is so important in bringing a product that works.
It is, and it's not something you whip up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Even though that sounds
Fair
really
enough.
lovely.
Right,
This is a
exactly.
combination of some things that are natural, a
Yeah.
little bit of science, and a lot of common sense.
A lot of common sense. I love that. And it took some time, right? This wasn't an overnight scenario.
No, this took me a couple years to do Just Divine, and then the other things evolved. But what's unique about this is because it does hold the water in,
Right.
you put it on wet.
Which I love.
Okay, so you put it on in the shower.
This is my favorite, Taquan. This is my favorite. I love.
Well, you know what happens in the winter.
I know what happens in the winter.
And all
my
the time,
sad
really.
little ashy, my poor thing. Right, but I was like, the ash is gone, Taquan. I mean, he understands what I'm saying. But that's where it is.
Right.
But this is beautiful. I love it.
So right when you're standing in the shower or you shake off the extra
Yeah.
water, take a little bit, arms and legs, and you leave it on.
And it feels great.
It does feel
It
great.
feels great. This is my it pick. I love it. It's my favorite. My
And
favorite.
a lot of guys love it too.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't smell.
Do you see the eyes? And the fragrance is a very interesting thing because you mentioned that earlier when we began talking. And I think that some products assume you want to smell like a lilac all day long. And the truth of the matter is that you have your own scent. You have your own perfume, or you have your own scent that you like to wear every day. You don't want to mix and match that with a necessity-based product or something that you want to wear. Having no scent is the perfect way to go.
And when we were at the show this week, I was speaking at a show in St. Louis this past weekend, people will come up, and the minute we say there's no fragrance in this product, they're like, oh, let me try it.
Let me try it, right? Because even trying it or sampling it throughout the day, you're very reluctant to try something or put something on if you're adding additional fragrance to what you already have going on.
And it's an irritant. Many people are sensitive to this.
So
that was the other reason. In doing testing all of those years, the very prime irritant is fragrance. Surfactants, sulfates, things that people are starting to talk about now. They've always been things that have irritated people. So if we don't put some of those things in our products, of course, people always ask this, so I'm going to bring it up. We would never trust a product on an animal.
Never trust.
Frankly, I've done this I have done it for 35 years. I have never even been in a scenario where that's even been a part of it. I know it's a big thing right now, but most companies were responsible. They didn't do it even 35 years ago.
Oh, I love that. So again, being responsible and making sure that you're working with a product, you're purchasing a product that is in a responsible space. So now you are filling a void. There's no scent. Understand that it's a responsible company, and we're going to start talking about the products.
Sure.
Right?
Okay, now with the moisturizing.
Yes, which I love.
There's this stuff called hyaluronic acid.
Okay.
Does that sound scary?
Yeah, a little bit. I like small words, Taquan. You know I do.
Okay.
Right?
The reason I bring that up is hyaluronic acid is also one of the things that's in this natural moisture factor.
Okay.
We hear a lot about it on all different types of anti-aging products. It is what makes babies bouncy.
Oh, I love that.
Your lovely little...
Oh my gosh, my chase.
Okay.
My chase is bouncy. My chase is bouncy.
That roundness,
my
Sydney's that lovely cheeks that are on babies.
Mommy's
Babies are
not so
born.
bouncy. Mommy's not so bouncy, Taquan.
You're still bouncy, babe. They are loaded with hyaluronic acid. So think of it as a octopus.
Okay.
That has water in all of its hands.
Okay.
And that's what this molecule of hyaluronic acid, it sounds kind of
it.
like a big word or scary word, but it's also in our synovial fluid, it's in your eyes. Right. Our body's full of hyaluronic acid.
Love that.
So that was what we added to the mist.
I
have two friends, Melissa Randall and Deborah Moore. They
Hello,
were
Melissa.
after me to make something like this. And I was like, I don't know. And so we started developing it and testing it on different people. And but you missed it.
Oh,
okay. Wait, just wait. I'll get you, babe. Before.
Taquan, you have no idea.
We'll let you try too.
Oh my gosh.
A tiny little hint of essential lavender oil, but very light. It'll be gone in a second.
Yeah.
And this has the hyaluronic acid. The other things that are in the natural moisture factor, the B5, another big word, but it's naturally in your skin, called sodium PCA.
Good.
It's down here in the grapes. So we took all of those components and we put them into the mist.
I love that.
Little grapeseed extract, some other little goodies that we put in there. It does happen to be a natural product. We use a preservative that's from green tea, another big word, phenoxyethanol, but it's a preservative from green tea. So this goes on before your makeup.
Okay.
And then if you're dry, you want to put your other moisturizer on top of it, your cheeks or whatever.
Fair enough.
But then during the day, when we're sitting in the heat, you mist and put that moisture back.
Do not love.
So you'll see the hydrating mist, and that's what you would do with this.
Okay.
But the one thing that is wonderful about Did You Mist Me?
Yes.
Is itchy, dry back, eczema,
and you can
Contact
get to
dermatitis. Yes, you can get to it.
You can get to
You're
it.
not doing this on the wall.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's real. That's a real thing. Some of our ladies that are watching, they're like, no more scratching up and down in the back of the passenger seat, making sure that we figure it out. I mean, I love this. Okay, and now what is this one? And then I think that we're going to take a brief break and come back and talk about the other ones and then bring on an additional guest. So let me know what this one is.
So these two things exfoliate.
Okay.
We're going to group them together.
Oh, I love.
As this cornflake layer gets a little deep, as we get older, we want to exfoliate. Okay. It can be dermabrasion, it can be glycolic acid peels, it can be whatever. But this is pumpkin, papaya, and pineapple. And it gets warm. It gets warm with something that's a little mineral out of the ground.
Makes me feel
so this is for your face.
Yes.
And this is Rough Love Body Scrub.
Rough Love. I mean, I know I love these women. I love these women. They're my people. I love it.
A little rosemary, eucalyptus, and so we can exfoliate both our face, and this one's for your body.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, Taquan, we're going to take a brief break and come right back with more of This Is It TV. I'm having a blast. I'm learning so much, and we're going to meet a new friend as well. So
one of the wild women.
One of the wild women. We'll be right back with more wild things here on This Is It TV. Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer, and we are back with more This Is It TV. More friends, Taquan. More friends. I'm so excited. We have been talking about the products that I am now obsessed with. We have one more product, but before we talk about the product and get into our wild friends and our wild time, I want our new guest to introduce herself. If you could, please, your first and last name.
Sure. I'm Janice Petit-Demange, and I am the VP of Customer Relations and Marketing.
I mean,
with this lovely woman here.
I love. Taquan, are we not having the best time?
Awesome.
When we make new friends, learn about new products, and we're about to get wild. I'm so excited about that. Before we talk about the wild ladies, before we talk about them, we have one more product on the table that I'd like to address. Well, tell me a little bit about this and what we're going to do.
Well, we decided to make a cleanser.
Okay.
And we're Italian descent, and one of the things that my grandmother did was obsessively put olive oil on any bump, scratch, whatever.
Love.
And historically, we know for centuries, olive oil is great for your skin.
Yeah.
So we decided to make an olive oil facial cleanser so that you stayed hydrated. As I said, part of this came as we got a little bit older. It's not that people don't have dry skin at 20, but really this did happen to us as we got older.
Yeah.
So this was really important. It's our friend Tina, who we had dinner with last night's favorite product.
Oh my gosh. Hello to Tina.
Hi, Tina.
All of these women we are giving shout outs to. I know we're going to talk about them in just a minute.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about them in just a minute.
So what you do with this is this takes all your makeup off.
Okay.
Let me steal your hand if I could.
It
Okay,
takes
so
your
you take
makeup off?
one pump, and this is olive oil,
Am I getting this, Taquan?
This is olive oil, jojoba, and a little bit of argan oil. So you rub this all over your face, and when you're going to drip, so I'm going to put this right here. When you add water to it, it changes.
Look at that.
So it dissolves.
Please
and this
tell me
takes,
you're getting this, Taquan.
Are you
A
down?
little bit.
Am I good?
There
we
it
go.
is.
So when the olive oil dissolves, people say, "Oh, am I going to be oily when you're done?" Not at all.
Bring it.
Yep.
Bring it. Bring on the oily.
When you wet
not
it,
even.
it dissolves and takes all of the dirt, debris off your skin,
I know,
makeup
this
off
poor
your
one.
skin.
She's like, Cheldin, did you bathe today? Yes, I did. There's a lot of makeup, especially, I mean, I wear dark makeup, right? On a regular basis, and it's on everything. The poor Kia Sorrento has makeup all over it, right? And being able to figure it out. But again, first of all, it feels amazing.
It does feel amazing. And it's not greasy.
At
oiliness.
all.
So you're using that wonderful olive oil to cleanse your face with. And it dissolves everything with the jojoba. So that is our cleanser. And our mist is, of course, our new product.
I'm shopping.
Yeah, she's shopping.
I want everything.
You have it.
It's so amazing. That is really
Isn't
great.
that
Look
pretty
at that.
cool? It's really very nice. So you want to exfoliate your face, get the dead skin cells off on a regular basis.
Yes.
Even if you do treatments with an esthetician, you still want to do something at home.
Yeah.
And we use those fruit enzymes in the warm pumpkin mask.
Okay.
So what they do is they go in and all those excess, pardon me, Jan, all those excess cornflakes we've got, they go in and gobble them up.
Okay.
Get them off your face gently and then cleanse with some olive oil. And you're good to go.
You know I'm an analogy person, my folks. And this thing, I'm obsessed with. Wasn't this such a clear way to describe the various layers and the process? And the most simplistic voids that we fill. I think these are the best businesses. These are the best products that say, okay, there is something missing and I have the resources, the expertise in order to bring something to the table. Now, having the expertise is one thing.
Right.
Being able to put together the products is another. creating a community that needs and wants and
Absolutely.
supports you is a whole other ball game. And so these wild women,
Yes.
Yeah.
we've mentioned a number of them. I'm so excited. I feel jealous that we didn't invite everybody to Quan.
Oh, no.
No, it would not be good. It would not be
Next
good.
time, they challenge
loud.
us to Quan.
We're very loud.
They challenge us.
We're
They
loud,
challenge
yes.
us. There is a community.
Yes.
Chance. There's
It
a
is.
community that is affording us the ability to even understand this void, even more so. I mean, they're friends.
They're
Yes.
friends, and they were an integral part of the testing process. Because believe me,
Yeah.
you do not ask these women what they think if you don't want to know.
Yes.
Truth. I mean, that is the test of a true friend. That is
You know,
a test of a true
there's
friend.
there's an interesting commercial on TV right now,
Yeah.
and it's Mae Musk. And I
Okay.
can't remember what she's doing.
Yeah.
But she says, "At what age do women, stop caring?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "There isn't one."
Right.
And so our line is that we have beauty solutions for women old enough to know and young enough to care.
Young enough to care. I mean, do you not
And
love
so
them?
it's kind of a mindset. We have experience and knowledge,
Yeah.
and
We bring a lot to the table.
we bring a lot to the
Yeah.
table.
in all different ways.
Yeah.
And this is
yes.
This is
I mean,
International
Beauty
Yes.
Women's Day.
I
International
mean,
Women's Day.
it is
today.
International
And
Women's
we
Day.
are Albertina International.
Yes.
So we've been together for a long time. Okay. I'm gonna say 1969.
1969.
Really?
we've known each other.
Yeah, a lot of
And the
a lot
Wild
of us.
Women.
The Wild women have been together for at least 30 years.
We've been doing-
Really?
So there's 16 of us.
16
okay?
of
Wait,
us.
wait. There's 16.
There's not 3 or 4.
There's 16 wild women, okay? We get
You
together.
need a
every-
reservation for the amount of women that are part of this group.
Oh yeah.
We don't
Ideally
ask-
a private room.
There's nobody else that can be asked to be in this group. I really apologize.
Oh my gosh, no, it's
But-
okay.
But it's a unique group because we are just so unique about everything that we do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if we saw you yesterday, we
Yeah.
didn't see you till last year. And
Yeah.
we come together.
We have history.
We have history, and we all are so accommodating to one
Beautiful,
another.
beautiful.
And this is going to be
Yeah, tell me.
30th
year
Wild Women's Weekend.
Wait, there's a weekend?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes there's a week, okay, but it's usually a weekend, okay. And the women that we have been friends
It's Joanne
with,
and Tina. We had dinner
Oh,
last
my
night with a few of them in
goodness.
media.
Patty, Mary Jo.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, are they
Joe.
all over the country?
Primarily in this area.
In this
Yeah,
area,
okay, fair
New
enough.
New Jersey,
Okay.
Pennsylvania.
I love-
I'm in the Maryland area. She's now in Missouri, okay,
Yes.
which she was in California for a while, and I was in New York for a while. So we all
Now,
came
does it
together.
help? Does it help to have the wild women? Come close because I want to make sure
of
that we
course,
stay
of
close.
course.
Is
Absolutely.
it important to have the wild women as you develop this? Because this can't be easy, right? Well, being an entrepreneur
it
is
takes
hard,
time.
right?
It
And
does.
it takes time. But to have your own focus group
Well, that's
is
exactly
perfection.
Most of the names came from asking
Oh.
these women.
Really?
Okay. Because it's like, oh no, I don't like that. Oh no. Okay.
Right.
And they tell you.
And it's not like, no, we don't like that in a nice way. It's like, no, that is not the name you're going to use.
Okay, so on the back of Divine,
Yes.
our friend Marie and Joanne
Yeah.
contributed
Yeah.
to this. So there's 2 ways to use it. One, you can lightly rinse it. 2,
Right.
you can leave it on. We were at Wild Women's Weekend many years ago, and Marie comes down the steps saying, "You need to leave this on."
Right.
I'm like, "No, Marie, I think you really need to rinse
Right.
it." "No, you're wrong." I'm
need-
like,
and it-
and Joanne
and it
was
got
like, "No,
added.
you need to leave
Leave
it
it
on." We're
on.
like, "Okay, you leave it on."
Then you leave it on.
So-
But it's power in numbers.
Oh,
is,
and
it
their
is.
opinion.
Right.
In
In
their
their
opinion.
opinion and
But
building
we're
that
all
community.
we do have that community.
Oh, it's
We
wonderful.
respect each other. We have a lot of knowledge. We're unashamed of our experience and knowledge that we
Yes,
have.
yes.
And so they were really helpful. And
that-
I have a bunch of friends in Missouri. They help
Yeah.
test and again, same
But
thing.
that's to be celebrated.
Oh,
That's to be
absolutely.
celebrated.
Yeah,
and so often, you get concerned with the number. You get concerned by getting older. And I'm a very unique person. I'm in my 40s. I'm blessed to be in my 40s. And at this particular point, I have girlfriends that are dreading their birthday. I relish in not only being blessed enough to be here, but then at the same time saying the amount of knowledge that you gain
Right.
year after year after year, just to sit in a room of 15.
Well,
of you.
yeah, and we have a
Oh.
lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot of knowledge
There's
to
a
be
lot
gained.
of knowledge, and we all
There
come
is.
from different walks of life, and we
Yeah.
all bring different things to the table. That's
love
why
that.
this relationship
Yeah,
works.
Wow.
it
Okay?
is.
I love this.
I make it and she makes it work.
I love
That's
that.
pretty much how it goes.
And together, Taquan, they make this work. And that's what we wanted. We started with that, creating a product that works.
Yeah.
And it did. It truly filled a void. People come to me every day. People came up to us in St. Louis that had bought it years ago and say, I'm bringing my friend with me. This is amazing.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
This helps me. This helps me not itch in the morning.
Yes.
You know, it really helps. And it's so nice for someone to come and do that.
Nice.
We really appreciate the feedback.
And have you as part of their lifestyle, part of their daily routine.
Yes.
And they begin to rely on the product and make sure that it's part of everything that they're doing, to the point in which they are sharing it with their community.
Oh, and they bring friends. I mean, what better compliment than to bring your friend to say, hey, this is Valorie and Janice, and they make this great stuff that I want to share with my friend. I mean, what nicer compliment could you have?
Well, here we go. I want my friends to hang out with Valorie and Janice. I want you to make sure that you understand, not only on International Women's Day, but on every day. It's time for you to get international. It's time for you to start using a product that works, that fills a void, that is supported by a community that gets a little wild. So if people want to get in touch, Janice, if people want to get in touch with you.
Get in touch, you can go to divineskinhydrator.com, didyouMissMe.com, and of course our website, which is albertinainternational.com, which is quite large. But
a lot of eyes.
A lot of eyes.
It's a lot of eyes.
We're available on Amazon and our website.
Oh, I love.
And
that's it. I mean, listen,
good.
There's no excuse. Every eye is worth it. Every letter is worth it. We're going to make sure that you follow, fan, and like them, and get in touch. Become part of their community. Begin to tell your own wild stories. If we're all lucky enough to be friends,
share them with us. We love it. Share them with us.
And we're local. I mean, we grew up in the media area.
Yes.
Okay, so we know everything about hoagies,
Yeah.
cheesesteaks, which we're probably going to have after.
I'm sure you will.
I go into withdrawal when I'm not here.
Oh,
it's
I
terrible.
love. Well, we have to treat them, and we're treating you with all of this wonderful information. We'll make sure that you have links to buy these products and finally find something that works. We'll be right back with more. This is It TV with Cheldin, Barlatt, Rumer.